Can you create sandboxes on Jira Cloud? Well, this was actually uh, a question, this interesting question on the community recently, and I thought I'll probably talk about it. Now, let me first read the question from Kirsten Pronk. Uh, Hi, I need help with the following three questions. Is it possible to have a test environment for multiple people? If so, how? Is it possible to take our current Jira environment and migrate it to a new one? And the third question is, say we want to completely start over, can we archive old tickets and data? Now let us try to answer this. Now, definitely, if you talk about test environments, you can definitely create free Jira Cloud instances, and you can do whatever you want with it. I have a couple of them, and no, I have one, no, two for one for for demonstration, the other one for development, and I have a third one which I use for my service desk. Yes, I have a service desk in case you want to reach out to me, in case you think you need to ask a question, and if you need more than 2 minutes of my time, then raising a ticket is probably better, so I can channelize your request. So yeah, you can definitely have test environments. Now, talking about test environments in Jira, especially if you're on higher tiers, you can have a sandbox. Now, if you look at this particular page, there is a response from Doug. Doug is another community leader, and he has given this link that will take you to the uh, documentation or information about sandboxes. So sandboxes are basically there for you to play with your environment. So you can create a new sandbox, and and basically this will let you do whatever you want, do your testing, break it, fix it, and learn how new features and customizations will work. Then of course, when you're happy, you can then do the same thing somehow on your production environment. Now, this feature is there for the premium and enterprise plans. I don't think you can do that for for standard plans. So what I normally do, even if you are on a standard plan, you can always restore the data from your production to your another Jira Cloud instance. So let me open one of my Jira Cloud instance, and I'll show you very quickly how it is how it is done. So you can, number one, you need to have one test environment in place, and so basically you need two environments. Now, the source environment where you have, which you want to copy, you can go to the backup manager, I guess. Let us see. So if you go to the backup manager, there is a feature called backup for cloud. So basically, if you click on this button, this will create a backup that will contain that can contain the attachments, avatars, and the logos if you want to for your cloud instance, and you can then restore it to another fresh cloud instance. So for restoring, you need to basically go to this this particular feature called restore system. Now, one thing that you need to be very careful about is when you perform restore, uh, you uh, you cannot really expect it to merge. Basically, when you perform a restore, it will basically overwrite. And if you go to the cloud option here, there is a feature called merge with existing cloud users and overwrite existing cloud users, and I've migrated user data using the Jira Cloud Migration Assistant. So there are a few things that you need to be aware of when it comes to users. But if you're doing it on a test environment, the target will be overwritten with whatever you have on source. So going back to the question, yes, you can have a test environment, which you can either keep it as blank or fresh, or you can restore data from your production if you don't have access to the premium or enterprise plans where they have this sandbox feature. Now, talking about, say we want to completely start over and can we archive our old tickets and data. So I would say take a backup of your cloud instance, like maybe create a backup of your, for archiving, like keeping something with you, create a backup for cloud, and also create a backup for server in case you want to. And and if you do that, then, and by the way, if you see here right now, it says create backup for server. This button is disabled because I have these next gen projects in my Jira Cloud instance. So you need to delete them, or you need to basically move them to maybe a normal classic project. And these are not really known as next gen projects. These are now known as team managed projects. So you need to basically migrate your project from team managed to company managed. Then you can take a backup for server. So take a backup. If you're maybe trying to archive, I guess what you're asking is like, let us say you're working on a project and you want for that particular project a unique cloud instance, and once you're done with the project, you want to get rid of it. But before you get rid of the instance, maybe you want to take a backup. So take a backup by using the backup manager on cloud. And that is all I wanted to talk about in this video. I just wanted to share a few things with you related to test environments, Sandbox, restore, and archiving. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you learned something new today. Thank you very much.